Welcome back, guys. A little Christmas special today. Happy holidays. Y'all thought I was gonna say Merry Christmas, huh? Nah, fam. We politically correct on this channel. I'm not getting cancelled on just my second video back. Let me get a little bit further down my career before doing so. Don't worry, knowing me, I'll give you guys plenty of opportunities to do so down the line. For Christmas, I wanna give back to you guys, the people who support me. Well, at least I hope you do. I still haven't uploaded my first video, and before I get one view on it, giveaway cancelled. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I want to give away 5 one-hour coaching sessions that I normally charge $20 for. So to know how to win, just stay tuned till the end of the video. So, second part of my T1 Gumayusi Caitlyn VOD review. No, this is not a horrible cash-grabbing sequel. This is more like the second Batman film. We're about to introduce my arch nemesis. No, it's not the Penguin. It's also not the Joker. It's late game.
No! No, not me! Why are you coming for me? No! Rachel! Rachel!
Harvey, it's okay. It's alright, listen.
There is nothing I hate more than late game trolls. Nothing. If you don't believe me, you can ask Mr. Wall over there. I'm sure he will agree with me. Other than that, if you guys haven't checked out the first episode, you can do so by clicking on the cat right here. And with that being said, let's jump straight into the video.
It's me!
This is where we left off last episode. Notice how Ash, Belvet, and Caitlyn all based at the same time. This is good for 2 reasons. First, they will spend all their money, so they are their strongest when they fight for the Drake that is spawning soon. Also, it's really good to sync your recalls with your teammates so you're all on the map at the same time. Here, maybe some low elo players could have gone top thinking, I'm playing Caitlyn, it's pre-14 minutes, I need to get plates. Playing devil's advocate, it's possible in some pro play games with some compositions, it could be better to prioritize gold income than a Drake, but in solo queue, 99 times out of 100, and that's me being generous, going mid so you can contest Drake is the highest win rate played. Especially with them already having 1 Drake, which means Soul isn't that far away. Take notice of how he's pinging for vision control at Drake. Gumayusi can't move since he must catch midwave, so he tells his teammates to do it. Even in Challenger, you must tell your team what to do. We're not doing the Drake right away, since the optimal play in this scenario, when you're playing a siege ADC like Caitlyn, and you're stronger, is to get midwave priority, and if the enemy team fights you for it, you fight back and win since you're stronger, and if they don't, you use that priority to get vision coverage on the objective, making it an even more unbalanced fight if they decide to contest. If they don't, good job, you got a free objective. The enemy team does not contest, so Gumayusi gets a free Inferno. Here, since there are no objectives up, all we need to do is push in midwave and then look for something to do in the downtime. i.e. get vision control, take jungle camps, base if you need to, look for a gank on the enemy side lanes or on the enemy jungler. Just make sure to never stand still without doing anything. Normally, sieging during the downtime is really good, but sadly, here we can't since Sivir has a lot of wave clear at this point of the game. Look how Guma is hugging bot side. There are 2 reasons for that. First, he has good vision bot side, plus his Silas is shadowing him. Here, the enemy team commits 5 mid, but they don't get anything from it. Neither did Caitlyn, but Aatrox got a big advantage out of that. It allowed him to crash top wave into enemy team's tower, which makes Gnar miss CS and gives Aatrox a free reset, where he can then move into bot lane and be in the long lane where he can chase people down with his ult. Cherry on top, Gnar used his TP mid, so now Aatrox also has teleport advantage. Notice how the enemy team must send 4 or 5 mid all the time. This is one of the ways to use your priority. Guma might not be getting an advantage out of it, but his solo laners are. We did not kill anyone, but it doesn't really matter. Since everyone on the enemy team had to recall, we can secure mid tower anyways. In the mid and late game, kills aren't that important. As long as you get the objectives you want, you should be able to win a game without killing anyone. Imagine getting 300 gold when you have 1000 gold worth of stats. That kill will make you 30% stronger. But if you have 10,000 gold worth of stats, 1 kill will only make you 3% stronger.
Quick maths!
Now, as we reset, we know that the next objective we play for is Rift Herald. Notice how the Ashe, Belvet, and Caitlyn recalls are all synced once again. I really cannot stress how much of a difference that makes. We know Aatrox has TP, so when the enemy team starts Herald, we know we can contest 100%. Check out how Guma does not move to Herald right away. He sees the objective is at 8k HP, so he knows he has time to push in the mid wave before going to contest. Here, great steal from Velvet, and then a perfect team fight ensues. Now, check out where the mid wave is. Right in front of the enemy team's tier 2. This allows Guma to get the mid tier 2 solo, which is a huge gold acceleration for him. During that time, by using the rift, we get an Ahri TP top and also almost the full tier 1 top tower. Now, after this reset, we keep repeating the same play, which is fight for mid prio. If they contest, we fight them and win, and if they don't, we get vision control around the objective and get it for free. The objective being Drake this time. The enemy team tried to contest the mid prio, so Guma's team fights them and wins the ensuing fight. I think here there is a macro mistake. After killing Rammus and Gnar, I think Aatrox should stay for a few reasons. First, he has no TP, and with Drake spawning soon, he won't be able to contest. Second, Severe has really strong wave clear, so breaking a tier 3 tower versus her is really good. And last but not least, Sylas is also basing. I understand why Aatrox based. He sees top wave is crashing into their tier 2, making blue team bleed gold and XP. But with Aatrox basing, he only gets a wave and a half. If he just sacks the wave, they get a tier 3 tower, Drake, and a team fight win. Plus, top wave will then be stacking, so on the next reset they could have gotten top tower for free. Sadly, we don't live in my little dream world, so Velvet and Caitlyn, the two strongest people, get chunked really hard. Gumayusi does his best by doing the most poke damage he can, but he opts to base since fighting a 4v5 when you have no mana and a quarter HP and a 1k gold bounty isn't the best play. By some miracle, Velvet steals the Drake and they manage to trade 3 for 2 in a 5v3. Guma goes mid here. Despite Severe pushing bot in, Guma sees Sylas go back to base, meaning Sylas can catch the bot wave before it crashes into the tier 2. However, mid wave is freezing for the enemy team, so it's best to reset it while most of the enemy team is dead. Here we have on display the number one way to extend your lead. Push in the wave that is assigned to you and then go take the enemy jungle camps. He leaves a little Wraith to make the Rammus mental boom even harder. He was going to reset here since he has enough gold for his item, but Ashe gets caught so he comes to teamfight. This is probably some of the best team fighting I've ever seen. He places a pink ward in the bush, stays safe until he sees a teamfight winning play, and then jumps over the wall with the help of his E, Gale forces, and then has perfect positioning and targeting. Unlucky. He has to flash because he has no mana for E, but he does it anyway since killing all 3 here guarantees Baron, and that's a worth trade for sure. Notice how he does not walk into the bush until he sees Ahri on the minion wave. Never forget, it doesn't matter how winning a situation is, you're still an ADC and you can die in 0.5 seconds. He cuts off Ahri's escape by jumping the wall with E and flanking her. Sadly, since it took them too long to kill the Ahri, Baron is now off the table. So what do? We push in mid wave and we reset. Here, Rammus is being a little annoying fuck by trying to stop Caitlyn's base. Notice how Ashe pings where her ultimate is going, so Caitlyn can position accordingly. Here, really rare miscalculation from Gumayusi. He doesn't respect Rammus' CDs, so he dies for it. Meanwhile, Aatrox tries to look for a fight 3v1 and gets caught for free. I wish I played a role that was strong enough to give me confidence to do that. This is really bad since the enemy team could have zoned Guma's team off the tower in the 4v3, but the enemy Gnar mispositions, gets chunked, and now the entire enemy team is forced to base. We go to red here and then we go back to the good old get mid prio. If they contest, fight. If not, get vision control around Drake and get soul for free. Doing so is going to be harder since there is no T1 tower mid anymore, but look how long the enemy lane is. I just want to emphasize how important it is to not get caught at this point of the game. The entire enemy team is mid and you have to be extra careful as an ADC. Look what getting prio gets you. 3 people from the enemy team run mid to counter push and that allows Guma to get Severe to half health. This mistake happened in Korean Challenger. I promise in your elos, bigger mistakes than this will be happening way more often. Now look, since the enemy team had no vision, they had to force a bad team fight in a pinked bush. Notice how Guma's team turned straight to Baron instead of doing Drake. Which is so, by the way. Since Velvet is dead and they have no vision of the enemy team's bot side jungle, Lulu or Ahri could easily steal the Drake. Instead, they go for Baron, where the enemy has to walk through vision and Guma's team can zone them off. Now, they should have gone back to base and gotten lane control with Baron, but Rammus is done with the game, so Guma's team gets a free soul. I think we're finally at the point that even you guys wouldn't be able to throw the game. Gumayusi tells Ashe to push in mid-wave. Even in Challenger, you have to control your dog teammates. Ashe should really be careful with not getting caught here, but thankfully Aatrox and Velvet recognize that she's in danger, so they go mid to shadow her. Now we have 2 lanes pushing with 2/3 of Baron left. This should be at the minimum 2 inhibitors. Again, really important to not get caught here. Look at how Guma is playing. He's 100% trying to bait a fight here. A bit risky since he has no cleanse, but a 1-team fight here is 100% game winning. They do win the fight, and I think this is actually the point where even you guys wouldn't be able to throw the game. So, the game ends here. Hope you guys learned something from it. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Now, for the giveaway. Congratulations, you managed to withstand 10 minutes and 30 seconds of me rambling. This means you might just be able to survive the 1-hour coaching session. If you're interested in it, just leave a comment saying something like, "Oh, I would love to be coached by you." All I'm asking is that you must have played at least 100 ranked games during Season 12, that you're able to record 2 games of you playing ADC from your own point of view, and that you're able to join Discord for 1 hour at a date set up days in advance. I will respond to the first 5 winners in the comments so they can give me their Discord and we can set up everything. If you don't respond in 48 hours, I will sadly be choosing someone else. Sorry. With that being said, peace.